Very much. We'll also be meeting the woman whose life is ruled by her fear of toilets.
At the moment I'm in the hotel room. I'm feeling really nervous. I've got butterflies in my stomach, my hands are sweating, and I just want to get it over and done with now, so I know what colour the toilet seat is.
Viewer Kim Gandhi wants to banish her phobia. Can hypnotism help her? We'll find out at 10 to 11.
Apparently it's not that uncommon either to be scared of loos, so interesting. So with all of that, plus your chance to bag a stash of cash, £12,000 in fact, here's a rundown of the show.
Best of luck. We've all heard of a fear of heights, of flying, of spiders. Our editor is frightened of peas. But Kim Gandhi has a rather more unusual phobia. She has an irrational fear of toilets. Even thinking about them leaves her in a cold sweat.
Well, Kim stayed in a London hotel last night because she lives up north and she came here to be ready for the show. And she stayed in the hotel with her daughter Nicole, and she visited the toilet in her room, and that proved to be a very nerve-wracking experience.
I'm feeling really nervous. I've got butterflies in my stomach, my hands are sweating. What colour is the toilet seat?
White, and it's a bit going down and then round.
I'm glad that it's a white toilet seat, so I'm glad about that. My hands are still sweaty and I've still got butterflies in my stomach because I haven't yet seen the toilet, so I'm just going to go in now and check it out. The seat isn't how a normal toilet seat is. It is freaking me out a little bit. If it was a black toilet seat, then I'd have real problems.
Well, Kim is here now with hypnotherapist Elliott Wald, who's going to help to try and overcome Kim's phobia with her help. Thank you, Elliott. Let's start with you then, Kim. So last night that loo was frightening, but did you get comfortable with it in the end?
Yeah, it was just because obviously the seat was different to my normal toilet seat at home.
OK, but a white loo with a white seat isn't too bad?
Isn't too bad, no.
When did this all start?
With the black toilet seats when I was little, basically from after toilet training.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't know why? There wasn't an event? There wasn't a problem?
No, not as far as I'm aware.
You don't like the bobbles under the loo seat either?
No.
They're the ones that stop it hitting the china?
Yeah. The two of them is fine, but if there's four, then that's a problem, yeah.
And your little daughter there we saw, Nicole, you haven't transferred this to her?
No, she's really fine. She'll go on any toilet seat, not a problem at all.
She's like your little guide dog, isn't she?
She is,
She'll
yeah.
take you
So
through.
sweet in there with opening the door and describing what to expect. Because you say you have to build up trust with a toilet.
Yeah, I do.
How
What
do you
do you
learn
think's
to
gonna
trust a
happen?
toilet?
When I went round to my friend's house, I didn't like the toilet, and it was sort of like I was talking to it in my head and trying to build up trust before I could actually go on the toilet. But like I say, if it's black toilets, no go.
What will a toilet do to you that you're so frightened of?
It won't do anything. It's just the actual seat of it, the way it looks. It isn't. I'm actually scared of like skin contact with it. It's just the actual seat itself.
Right, so it's not the hygiene, it's nothing else.
No.
But it's affected your health, not just your mental well-being, but of course because you decide, oh, I won't drink as much as I should do because then I won't have to use a strange loo, and you've given yourself all sorts of urinary tract infections.
Yeah. Back into to the doctors for, unfortunately, antibiotics. Yeah.
And now you're getting married in 6 months' time. Your fiancé has a pub. You have to go in and clean the loos, which you can just about manage, I think.
Just about, yeah.
Get in and out quickly.
Yeah.
But you are concerned, so concerned about the reception and the honeymoon that you have voiced your concerns about getting married even in 6 months' time.
Yeah, I've had doubts, and it's not because I don't love Phil. I do. It's because of the toilets. That is the big problem.
You've actually said to Phil, let's postpone the wedding a bit.
Yeah.
And have you told him it's because of the loos in the reception area?
No, I haven't, no, but he knows now.
Well, he must have got a fair indication when he gave you a card with a picture of a toilet on it, didn't he?
That wasn't Phil, but
Oh,
I
wasn't
did.
it? Some-
No,
yes.
no, yeah, it was
And what did
some
you do?
years ago.
Yelped when you saw it?
Yeah, it did. It freaked me out.
Well, Fern led you to the loo that's just off the studio
Yeah.
here this morning to see how you felt. So we'll have a word, Elliott, in a moment to see how you can prevent this from happening.
Can you get to the handle of the door?
I can get to the handle
Go
of
on
the
then,
door.
you get to the handle of the door. Nothing will happen. I'm not going to spring any surprises. Can you pull the door?
I can pull the door, but I'm not going to look.
Oh, and I'll tell you first of all that you cannot see the loo. The loo is here behind you. What you'll see there is just the basin.
Okay, well, I'll open it up then.
All right. You can go as far as you want, but no further. See, there's just the paper towels, and there's the basin, and round the corner's the loo. Can you bear to look?
I don't know because I don't know whether the toilet seat's up or down.
Let me tell you. It's down.
It's down.
Hold your hand. No, that's it. Okay.
And you couldn't even watch that as we were playing it then. Right, so, Elliott, what can you do? Can you cure this in a morning?
Yes, I'm very confident that we can cure this in quite a short period of time. At least alleviate it so that Kim feels very comfortable being able to go into that area. But hopefully take it to the point where she smiles and even can giggle and laugh back at how she's experiencing and feeling now.
Is this common?
It's a very common experience to have a phobia. Phobia of toilets is a fairly common one. It's obviously not in the media as much as fear of flying, which we all read about and know about, but yeah.
And
phobia
is
of
there
toilets.
generally something in someone's background that, you know, whether they've had a toilet flush that's very noisy and it scared them when they were little, or that something has happened in the loo that's frightened them?
It could be a multitude of different things that could have created or triggered this phobia for Kim in the first place. Could have been simply overhearing somebody say something, watching something on television, or watching a family member having a fear of a toilet. So it can be transferred in a number of ways, and many of these ways we may not even find. So it's not essential to find the root cause of what created the problem for Kim, but to look in the future and deal with tomorrow.
Well, I'm sure that you'll be able to do it. You think you can just sit for an hour, I think, together, and you're going to sort her out. OK, Kim, you're brave enough, you're confident you can crack this today?
Yeah.
Good gal. Well,
Yeah.
we'll see you a bit later.